and welcome back to All the Planner Things. I'm Marie.
And I'm Rosa. And we're back with another episode, and it's a special one because we went to
Bungu, LA Stationery Expo. Woo!
Yes.
So we couldn't take a lot of pictures or video during the event, so we're gonna just kind of talk about our experience. It's the first Bungu LA ever, and they did it in Union Station, and it was interesting.
Yes.
We had fun. We enjoyed it, I think, overall.
Yeah. I guess we'll start with the venue. I haven't been inside Union Station in years, so I forgot how pretty it is.
It is super pretty. It's a historical site. Like, it's got the fancy ceiling, and it's just really pretty.
Yeah, so it's a nice venue to choose and everything. But yeah, it was. We went only on Sunday, so I guess we should start with that. And you might have seen some of our stories and everything. So we waited to get in. We were there early.
Yeah, it started at 9, I believe, and they said you couldn't line up before 7:15, I think. And so we're like, oh, they're expecting like a big crowd.
Yeah.
And we had seen on somebody else's stories or reels or something that they had a huge line on Saturday to get in. So we knew there was going to be a bit of a wait. And sure enough, when we got there, maybe around like 8:30ish, I think we got there. There was already a good-sized line. And the only problem with Union Station is the parking,
Yes.
I feel.
Parking was interesting. We also had to, there was another event going on. And that was another reason why we decided to go early. It was because they were going to have a lot of street closures because of this event. There's the name escapes me, but it was the bicycle event.
I think you'd pronounce it Ciclavia. It's the bicycle event where they close down streets and people bike all around downtown LA.
Yeah.
So we knew there was going to be some closures around Union Station, so we wanted to get there kind of early.
And so we were. And it's a good thing we did because we had to look for parking.
Because there was there's a very small lot kind of like in front of the entrance. So we kind of hoped we'd get lucky, but no, it was full. And then we tried to find other lots, and they kept pointing us in different directions. And then eventually we finally found the underground parking, and then that wasn't so bad.
Yeah. But then we finally were able to get, by the time we walked over, at least we were able to walk through the actual station, which is nice because we were able to see everything. We're like, oh, I haven't been here in a bit. This is kind of nice. I think we got there I want to say 8:45ish, or maybe even 8:50.
It was before 9 because I remember getting in line, and the line had grown, of course, and the whole time it took us to park. But it wasn't too bad. And I said, oh, and we're in line before 9, so we won't have to wait for so long. But that was wrong.
Yes. Error number 1. No, I was kidding. It turned 9, but the line was slow to move in. And I think, we didn't know it at the time, but I think they were staggering people to come in.
That makes sense. Because it really wasn't that big of a room, to be honest. I don't know what it's called, on the map or anything. But it's you walk in and there's a side room.
Yeah.
That's really as I can say. And I guess they do events there normally. And so it wasn't huge.
Yeah, and then there was more than one line. I think there was the pre-purchase line, and then those who wanted to buy tickets at the counter that day. And so they were staggering us a little bit of them, a little bit of us, a little bit of them, a little bit of us. So that's what took us, about an hour to get in? Yeah, so, but once we finally got in, we were on a mission.
Definitely. We had one booth we definitely wanted to both shop at, immediately. And once you got inside, so, it took us about, she said, an hour to get in the front door. And then once we got inside, there were more lines for the different areas that people wanted to visit. So we went straight to the back to
Hobonichi.
And got in their line because I didn't even see it at first. We started peeking at the tables and what was on there. And then somebody's like, excuse me, there's a line. And we're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, we didn't know there was a line. We were just like, oh, let's look at what they have. And they're like, no, you got to go in line to look. So we're like, okay.
We got in the line. And that line wasn't super long. Maybe 15
minutes at the most.
Yeah.
It went pretty fast. We were excited. I was excited. I know that you had already gotten your planner, but you were wanting another.
I got 2 of the 3 planners I wanted for 2026. I had a cousin in a week's. and I knew I wanted an A6. So that was my goal, to get one at this event. And then you.
And my goal was, of course, to get my cousin. And I was, in the last episode, I mentioned that I think I was going to get a Weeks. So I wanted to see a Weeks and see if I was going to get it. But when we got to the table, there were no more cousins.
They were sold out of a lot of things by this is like first thing Sunday morning. I guess a lot of what they brought sold out on Saturday, I'm guessing.
Within the first hour, while we were waiting in line to get in, I guess.
Because they did have one cousin available, but it was bundled with a cover. And it wasn't a fabric cover. It was like a
see-through plastic cover.
Plasticky PVC, not very...
But like an envelope.
Plain. Like, yeah.
Not even like the ones where you have see-through and you can see your cone covers. It was more like an envelope. So it was see-through, but not really.
Mm-hmm. So basically it wasn't our style. And it was more expensive, of course, because it was a book and a cover. So we did not end up getting anything. I think I lied. I did buy, because I was like, well, we waited in line. Let's buy something. So they had some iron-on patches. And so I got a little bread and a tiny little hedgehog. Now, what am I going to iron these onto? I don't know. They were saying you can like iron it onto a fabric cover. I said that weird. You can iron it onto a fabric cover, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. We'll see. But I just wanted to get something. Oh, but we did get a cute stamp.
We did. We got our stamp.
Do you have yours?
I do have my stamp. Somewhere in here.
Here, I hold it. It's so cute. So they did have a little Hobonichi Techo life book stamp that you could stamp your planner. Or they had a notebook available there that you could stamp a paper and then take it with you if you didn't have like something that you wanted to stamp. A lot of people I noticed were stamping their little folders that we got when we first checked in. I think they were just covering it, which was a cute idea, but
we didn't realize that they were doing that until after we started getting stamps. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have seen that beforehand, because that would have been awesome.
Also, way later in the day, we discovered that they did have some Bungu merch, and one of them was a little passport.
Yes.
It was so cute. It was like green and gold,
yes.
I think, foiled, and it had their little bunny mascot, and it was a stamping passport for you to take all around the event and get stamped, and we did not do that.
And I didn't bring my planner with me because I didn't want to carry around a planner. You know, I was mindful I didn't want to carry. I had a tote bag. So I'm like, okay, I don't want a heavy tote bag to begin with. So I'm like, I'm going to get a new planner, possibly two. So I didn't bring one, but thankfully I did bring a little notebook, tiny little notebook. And that's what I was able to get my stamps on. But yeah, so I'm glad I brought this cute little notebook that I got. And I kind of it was a size, and I was able to stamp. They had stamps everywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure we missed some, but I went a little stamp crazy and I was grabbing them everywhere.
Anytime we found them, we were really excited to use them, but we didn't find them quite everywhere. And so I had my little A6 for this year in my purse already. So I ended up just kind of stamping it every time I found something. Mm. And I should have been a little bit more careful because like they had some really, this is an actual Bungu LA Stationery Expo Union Station Los Angeles stamp. It's so pretty. But then I stamped something right behind it, and so then it's like kind of bleeding through a little bit. And I was like, "Aw." I mean, it's still pretty. But like, look at this one. This would have been really cute, but then I stamped right behind it.
Oh.
And it bled through a bit. So
I got mine wet, but it's still pretty. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to enjoy the stamps. But we forgot to mention that when we walked in addition to our cute little, I really like this cute little folder they gave us. They gave us stickers. They had us pick out a sticker packet. All right, trying to. I have everything I got in this little, very convenient folder.
You do. It's very convenient.
It has everything. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use it. So this is the stickers I got.
And this is the stickers I got, but I've already used some.
Oh.
So it's missing a couple.
Cool. No, that's good because you're using them. On the other hand, I'm hoarding because this is what I do. But I have a little farm. It's a little farm, a little pig, a little chicken. Yeah, that's it. And a farmhouse.
I think so. And those were by Sticky.
Yeah, Sticky Club. Follow us.
STICKII.
Sticky Club by
Sticky
Sticky Club.
Club.
So thank you for
Thank you.
providing us with this nice stickers that I can't wait to use. So yeah. So, but unfortunately, our first stop was kind of a fail,
Fail.
as you saw probably on the Insta. I was sad because they didn't even have the week so I can look at it. So in hindsight, though, it's kind of a good thing that they didn't have any planners pretty much by the time we got there, because I probably would have wanted one now to stamp it. Now that I look like, I sure wish I had a little something to stamp. But then we continued on our way to check out all the other booths, right? And
just like they did have some planners still for sale. They were all like branded like IP ones. Like they had a One Piece. I think they had this Little House. Is that what it's called?
oh yes,
I think like Little House on the Prairie. I think.
yeah, Little House on the Prairie was actually
Yeah.
what it was called. So they did have like they didn't have nothing.
But it wasn't what we were looking for.
Yeah, we were on a mission. We actually made a plan. Best laid out plans, right? We had a plan. We had a list. We were on a mission, and womp womp womp. The best laid plans. But it was fine because we'll see. Yes, you can see. It all worked out in the end.
Yes. Stay tuned for how it all worked out.
Yeah. So then, of course, you can't go to a stationery event and or planner event without doing what? Shopping. So we got quite a few things. Want to show your stuff?
Yeah, so I think the next booth we went to, and it was kind of hard to get a good spot in all these different vendors' booths because they were really surrounded by people. And so you had to kind of either be really patient and kind of like just kind of try to sneak in as people were leaving, or you had to just kind of like be stealthy and get in there because it was
Not everyone had a line.
Yeah, there was not like a line for
Yeah.
most of the booths that were there.
Which is understandable because can you imagine just waiting in line for every booth?
That'd be so bad.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too many people. I was already like kind of bummed that there was like, I think 3 lines we saw once we were inside. There's the Hobonichi one. There was one that took you to like a little area that had like really small shops and like little things. I think they were afraid that people would swarm and not be able to like see. And that's where they had the merch.
That was the Bungu section, I guess.
Yeah.
The merch section.
And then there was a third line, and I'm still not 100% sure what that line was for.
Oh. It wasn't for the stamp?
I don't think so. Although there was a line for, we'll talk about that later. So we ended up finding this great shop called the Little Red House. And they just had like the cutest stuff. So I picked up some stickers. I got a little corgi. I got a little red panda. A little panda mama baby. Some sticky notes that are like a little penguin. And then these are really adorable like workout stickers that have like a bear doing yoga and some weights and some OMGs. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll really be more inspired to work out if I have cute stickers like that. What did you get?
Well, I don't know if have been openly out here of my passion for cats. But if I haven't, I love cats. I have a cat myself. So I found this cute little cat sticker. Kind of reminds me of my kitty puffs. So I had to get it. It has that cute little face of hers. I noticed I really like, birthday stickers. So I got some birthday stickers to like icons. I like to put them in monthly or even in the week when it's commemorates someone's birthday. So I really like these because they have a cute little bird look, hats and birthday cakes. And that's what I got from there because that's all I could see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, where did we go to after that?
Oh, there was the other cat section. Is that where I also got my washi? Or was it the same store?
That was that store.
Oh, I knew I bought more. Hold on, pause. All right, I lied. There was more. I went a little cat crazy, and I got this. I'll probably post it. It's cat washi, but then there was more cat washi, and so I went all crazy with the cat stuff because I don't usually see cat stuff. Or, I don't know, but I was just very in love with my cat that day. And I said, cats! So, cats.
And then she reminded me, I got dog washi.
Yes,
As
because
you can see, the pups
gotta have the
are
pup.
around here
Yeah.
somewhere. And so, yeah, I got one of cute little dog faces. And then I also ended up getting, I think I got this from the same place, Love Stationery. And it's like a little washi with like scissors and stapler and pencil and ink and stuff. So it's just cute stationery stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we did. I think that's where we shopped the most.
Yes.
Out of all of those.
That I think so.
Because I know I did look over at a couple of the fountain pen sellers, and I got scared. I got intimidated. There was a lot of people and a lot of pens.
Yes, it was.
And I was hoping that they were going to be, I don't know why I thought maybe they'd be discounted. And they were. I heard somebody say there was a small discount on them, which is, better than nothing. But it was still not quite in the price range that I was ready to just go ahead and buy. Because also it was just had to do with like the size of the nibs, and I really like really, really fine tips because I write really small in my planners and, lots of things. But I did not buy a fountain pen at this.
And also, let's tell them also why you were trying to save on the pen stuff, because we're going to go somewhere where it's just about
Yes!
pens.
So we bought our tickets for the California Pen Show next February.
So, yes, I'm so excited for that. But we're like, wait, we're going to a pen show soon. Maybe you'll find other pens. But there was a lot of pens. There's a lot of pens. Lots of ink.
I was just going to say, lots of ink. And I put them away. I don't know where they are. But I did buy 2 inks that were part of the Diamine Ink Vent calendar. They have like an advent calendar, but it's an ink vent calendar.
Oh, okay. That's why they had all the holiday.
Yes,
okay.
they're all holiday-ish. And so I guess you get like small bottles for like most of the days, and then like the last day you get like a large bottle.
Oh.
But they made like bigger bottles of all the little ones.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you really liked it, you could buy like a decent, I think it's like 50 milliliters. They're pretty big.
They're pretty big, yeah.
Bottles. And so I made Rosa go through all the bottles with me to figure out which ones I wanted. And I didn't want to duplicate anything that I had, like even in like sort of like, by a different brand or like just too similar to another color. But I did buy one that was almost identical to one I already own. So maybe I need to carry my little swatch book around if I'm going to be buying ink. This is the whole new world of fountain pens that I'm still learning about. So
yeah, and I didn't know you weren't trying to duplicate. I thought you were just saying, it's pretty.
it was pretty.
Not that I remember any of your inks by heart, but I was like, this is pretty.
And it is. And so I'm going to enjoy them both.
Yeah, so you'll use them. They'll go to use. So that's the good part.
And then I want to say after that, we did the stamping activity, I guess you would call it.
So while you were looking at ink, I went to go get our first stamp.
Because they had a stamp rally also was part of this whole thing. And I think you had to do advance tickets. I don't know if it was like early bird or only got them. I don't have mine. It's so cute.
Yep.
Like they really made like adorable everything.
Yes.
And so like this is like, I'm messing it up. So this is the little ticket they gave us for the stamp rally. And you could get your first ticket at the event there. And so that's what you went and did.
Yes.
Oh, they put yours really nice. Mine are kind of like off a little bit.
And that's where I discovered that they were giving out this like postcard looking thing, which we had seen on the Instagram. Actually, well, I saw it. You think you showed it to me, and then I saw it on Paper Panda? Or I saw it on Paper Panda and then you showed it to me?
I don't know.
Either way, Paper Panda, I saw it on that one. I don't remember the other one that you sent me, but it's like this like cool sequential stamping where you stamp different times, and in the end you get this really cool picture.
So there's like different layers. Like each stamp is like one layer of color and like background, and so you get like the background, and then it gets like a little more detail, and then it's like a different color for more detail, and it was so cute. And where did I just put it? Oh yeah, Bungu LA multiple color stamp. And it had instructions, and you slid your postcard into this little frame so it would be the same for every single spot. And it's cute, and it gave us these cute little kitten cats.
I was meant to go to this thing. It's all about cats.
It was cats. It's really cute.
Yeah.
My very last one didn't stamp correctly. And so like I have this extra weird line. I don't know what happened. I think I went back and I did it again because it was really light the first time. Because yours doesn't have that.
Oh. But I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out.
I mean, it's still really pretty, and I'm glad I did it, and it was really cute.
There is video of us doing it, trying to take video while stamping, so maybe we'll put that out there. Cause I'm like,
There's like one hand with the camera and one hand trying to stamp.
If I could keep the audio, that would be hilarious, because the whole time I'm like, oh, I think I did this wrong. This is wrong. Nothing's looking like it. Nothing's coming. I'm like, oh. And at the end, I'm like,
I did it right.
Like, there's full-on audio like that, so... You just gotta trust the process. And I have a hard time doing that. But yeah, so when we got these cards and she got her ink, we waited in line to do our little stampy stamp. And then, what else did we do?
I think that's when we decided to go explore the rest of the stamp rally. Because we would pretty much hit all the booths that we wanted to. And we're like,
I did a little more shopping.
You did?
Yeah, because we hadn't seen the one side because we rushed to Hobonichi.
I forgot. So yes, we did make another lap for all the booths that were before the aisle going down to Hobonichi because they were at the very end opposite of where you first entered. So we had seen a bunch of really cute things as we were walking by, but we didn't want to stop because we were afraid of selling out. But
And you bought some stuff too, didn't you?
No, not on
you
that
just
side.
looked. Oh, okay.
I just looked.
So
But she bought some.
I bought something and on brand with it. It wasn't like planner stuff, but on brand with cats. So I got this cute little print, and they called out to me because it's a warrior person with her little warrior cat. I'll try to put it on the Insta better. And it's by Heidi Moreno. And so I just fell in love with it. It's
super
so
pretty.
Cute. It's so pretty. And it has stars and everything. And I usually don't. Like, I fall in love with stuff and I don't buy it for myself. And I said, I'm buying it for today. So, I'm in love with this little warrior queen with her little cat as her sidekick, fighting with her little stick. If you guys are Cena fans, you know what I'm talking about. I'm dating myself here. Anyways, moving on. I think that's all. That's all I bought from there. But on brand with my cats. And then?
And then we decided to venture through the rest of the stamp rally, which was only 2 more stops, so it wasn't like crazy. And it was to take the metro, 1 stop to the Chinatown station, and to get off and go to Paper Plant Co.
And as you can see,
We did. And so it was cute. I got to get my first Metro card, and I don't know how long I've had, like, it's been a long time since I've taken the Metro. And so it was kind of fun.
Yeah, we were at the Metro to Chinatown. It was cool.
And then when you got off at the Chinatown station, they had a table there with volunteers to stamp you. And so it was like perfect. And then it wasn't too far to the store. It was just like a block, maybe 2 blocks away. But the street was right there where all the bicycles were. So we're like, uh-oh, how do we get past all the bicycles? But luckily, we discovered that just like a little ways up was where they were having people get off their bikes and walk their bikes. I guess it was like maybe the end of the race.
It was like the dismount section, because I realized that people who were coming from the other side were also being asked to dismount there. So I think they had like booths and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I'm glad we noted. We were right there, and we adopted a friend. We don't know what her name is, but if you see this, hi. She looked, I think she saw our bracelets. She was part of
our wristbands.
Yeah, part of our stationery. And she's like, I think it's that way. And I said, come on. And we started crossing.
We decided to, have a little adventure with this lovely lady.
Yeah.
And we found it really fast. It was actually, like I said, really close once we figured out how to get through.
Get through the bicycles, because they were coming pretty fast.
Yeah.
And didn't want to get hit. But we got there, and they gave us our 3rd stamp and our little prize.
Yes!
You have your prize ready?
It's so adorable.
It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know how well it's going to come out on camera, but it's a little like gold charm of their little mascot. Their cute little bunny.
The little bunny mascot.
It's adorable. So so that was totally worth it. And then the shop is pretty small. They're going to be opening up a larger one, I think in Huntington Park, they said soon. I don't know exactly when. But it was pretty small, so we had to like wait to go in. They had a small line forming when we first got there. But then
it moved quick.
Probably 15, 20 minutes again.
Yeah.
We were in. And
we found our bike planner.
They had a whole Hobonichi section right inside, and it was like, we were so excited to find it.
So I have my 2026 planner.
Yay!
It's the Hobonichi cousin. I was so happy. I actually squealed in line and made people laugh. But
because we could see them through the window.
yeah,
And so before we went in.
literally were like this. Once I saw them, I'm like, open, open, open. Once again, I'm dating myself. That's a commercial. But not only did I get this.
Mm-hmm. What else did you get?
I got my weeks!
I forgot you got that cover. I love it.
And cats. Cats is the theme. I didn't even know the cats was the theme until I realized I got all this cat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I committed to a week's. This will be my financial planner, in theory. I might use it for something, but in theory, it's supposed to be my financial planner, and this is my catch-all planner that I've been using. And I also got more stickers. Got this cute little bunny with plants. And another cat. Because her back hurts. Because we all know how I had back problems. Yes, but you got stuff too.
I did. So I was so excited because I saw that they had some A6. And I was torn between, do I get the day free? Do I get the original? Do I just get a regular one? But there was one in stock that was the Han, which is the hardcover version. And this is the one I had been looking at online. It's a, oh my gosh, what's this called? Bow and tie or something like that. It's the fabric. It's really, really nice, like fabric. And it has these cute little woodland creatures on it. And I was just really excited about it. And when I saw that there was only one on the shelf, I said, it's meant to be. Mm-hmm. So I decided to get this one. So this will be my purse planner. My weeks will be my financial and habit and health tracking planner. And my cousin will be my everything else planner. The life, the work, the family, the everything planner. So
it paid off to go on a little adventure, a little field trip. That was nice. I really liked the store. It had all the cute. Like I want to go back. I want to go back and get more stuff.
You can shop online too.
Yes, but I do a lot of online shopping, right? And it's been a while since I've actually gone to like a stationery store and walked in and feel the ambiance. It was really nice. It was a little shop. It's cute. I really liked it.
It's very, very cute. I can't wait to go back. I have to go back. Oh, and I just realized I bought something else. Because there's something about like wandering a shop and looking at the shelves and just the surprise of what you find as opposed to searching on a website. Yeah. So I get it. This was like right at the cash register. And it's so cute. It's the same pattern as Rosa's Weeks. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Let's see. I haven't taken it out of its plastic yet, but yes.
And it's just so cute.
Yeah.
So I had to get it. And it's a tiny little drawer pouch. I haven't like filled it up all the way yet. I just put some mild liners in here just in the meantime, but it has a little zipper and it has little pockets.
I love it.
And I think the
damn it, I'm having regret.
Is
it FOMO? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Fear of missing out? No. I don't know. I don't talk like the kids nowadays.
You can talk like the kids these days. But yeah.
That's so cute.
It's really cute. And it's small. And the person ringing me up said that they had one and didn't even put necessarily stationary stuff. Like you can put anything in here. It's nice and it's small and it's portable. It's got
cute.
Like this nice fabric that I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to clean. I feel like it's one of those things. So,
and it's interesting because, I love online shopping. I hate going to stores. Sorry. But I guess I gotten used to sort, filter, give me what I want. But there was just something about going to a stationery store and it's tiny, but you can wander. It kind of reminded me of like bookstores, right? You just go in a bookstore and wander. So it was nice. I liked it. I want to do it again.
Well, an idea I had, and so maybe if I speak it, we'll bring it out, is to have like us go visit a few different LA stationery shops and take you guys on a little tour of them and see what we can find.
Yeah. So, if you guys have a store you want us to visit, let us know. Yeah. So, all in all, it was an all-day experience. We were exhausted. and starving.
I think the event ended at 4, and we kind of tapped out around like 2 or 3.
Yes. By the time we got in there, it was our last. Oh, we forgot to talk about our pictures before we left.
Oh,
We took pictures because they had a photo booth. I was gonna say photo shoot, but no, a photo booth. So before we went on our little
before our adventure to Chinatown, they had a little photo booth, and they let you, I think it was $10 per session, and you got 2 little strips.
Yeah.
And then they emailed us digital versions, which was really nice.
We'll probably post those. But yeah, that was fun. Very 90s. So we had to do a 90s pose.
And then back to Chinatown, we got to go eat because we were starving by this point. It was like after 2 o'clock, and we hadn't had anything for lunch. Yeah, obviously, we'd just been shopping. And so we found a cute little restaurant.
Yeah. And we had delicious Chinese food. So we had this restaurant, which, by the way, I don't remember the name of it, but they did advertise that they were the restaurant that, for those of you who are old enough like us, Rush Hour was filmed there. So we're like, well, we got to go there now because
they had a big sign outside. So it's called Fu Chow.
Yeah.
Fu Chow Restaurant. And right on the side of the building, it was like, site of Rush Hour. And it says it on the menu, too. I took a picture of the menu because I was like, that's so cute.
And I thought it was Kismet because I recently just rewatched it because it's on it's on Netflix. I was like, on the Netflix. But then, finally we ate. Food coma setting in. We're like, time to go. But I remembered there's this bakery that we've always visited. When I was younger, we used to get our birthday cakes from there. And I was like, I wonder if it's around here. And so I go, and I turned around and there it was, right? I go like, there it is. So we had to have dessert. I mean, yeah, we were stuffed, but there's always room for dessert. So we got slices of cake. It was delicious. And if anyone of you guys are familiar with it, it's Phoenix Bakery.
And she was talking about this famous strawberry with almond
cake.
Yeah. And so she was talking a lot about it, and I was like, well, I have to try that one. And they also had an ube cake. I think they were calling it ube berry or uberry.
Oh.
And so I got one of those and one of the strawberry ones, and I brought them home.
How was the ube one? I didn't ask you.
It was good.
It was good?
It was very ube-y.
Because I've only tried the strawberry ones. But yeah, so then we rode the train back, went back to our car, and went home, drive home. This is one of the times where I wanted a self-driving car.
Yeah, LA traffic, I mean, it's never fun. And it's not even terribly, terribly far from where we live, but like,
just
the traffic. Yeah.
And after you've walked all day and then you've had a wonderful meal, you really just want to sleep.
Yeah.
But no, I stayed awake, got us here alive. And it was a good time to spend together. And it was an interesting event. We liked it. I think I loved it. If they have a second one, which, I mean, they called it Volume 1, so I'm hoping that they do. Entrance-wise, I wish maybe... I don't have much of a suggestion because I don't run events, but it just seemed a little long for people who had pre-purchased their tickets because I think we were already in line to leave. Like, we were just doing our pictures. There were still people outside waiting.
Oh, wow.
I saw people outside waiting, and there were still people being let in that were purchasing their tickets. So, that was interesting. Like, if I would have been one of those people, I'm a little angry. Now that I'm bad-mouthing, the event, I'm just saying, there's always opportunities to learn, and I wonder what their vision was for the entrance that didn't translate over to us as the people that bought tickets.
I wonder also how many people, though, came later. Like, maybe those people that were still outside at like 2 o'clock just got there and they just decided to come later.
Maybe
they had come already on Saturday and they're like, oh, there's just a couple things I wanted to go back and pick up.
True.
I don't know. Curious. But I really enjoyed it. I do want to see what it's going to be like the second time that they have it because, everybody always learns from their first experience on an event. So I'm wondering how the changes would be. Would they have the same location? Would they try a new area that would have larger space maybe?
The venue was beautiful, but yes, I read somewhere someone said, us stationery planner people, we come in flocks. There's a lot of us, and so more space would be nice, just so maybe they could spread out a little better. And then maybe, because I feel like I didn't get to see everything every booth had, because it was just so hard to get in there. And I was just like, you know what, I got a little claustrophobic, I won't lie. And then I didn't want to get hit, I didn't want to get agitated, like, just as you guys can see, I was trying to hide it, but I guess I have a heart monitor on right now, so like heat makes me, my heart palpitate a little bit. So I was just like, we were trying to look with my tall self over people, be like, okay, do I like this? Is there a cat there? So I guess maybe if they were more spread out, I don't know. You go to more events, like you go to like Comic-Con and stuff like that, like.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like, I was trying to compare it to, like, an artist alley at, like, a Comic-Con or WonderCon or any of those anime expos, those kind of things. But it just felt different. Like, I feel because a lot of the things were on small shelves. Like, there wasn't a lot of, like, height on a lot of these booths. So everything was down low. And so you couldn't just kind of, like, peek and be like, oh, is that something I'd be interested in going to check out? Or am I good? Or whatever. So you kind of had to, like, really get close to see what they had. Not on all of them, but it seemed like a lot of them.
Because it's stationery stuff and splatter stuff. And like the stamps. I'm still seeing reviews and stories of people. And I saw, like, this collection of stamps. And I saw stamp people from afar, but we all know how great my eyesight is. And I'm like, oh, that was cute. I didn't get to see it in person. So maybe spaced out would be better then, because everything's lower.
Yeah, I think if you're not going to be able to go vertical, because a lot of artists I've noticed, like at Comic-Con or WonderCon, will have, like, things above their booth. And so they can have stuff all over, and you can really get a good look at all their art and different stickers and different random things, keychains and things. So similar to that, I think would be helpful. And maybe if you don't do that, then spread out the tables maybe a little bit. So it just felt like people were, like, everywhere. Like you try to find one table and those people would just kind of, like, ooze into the next table. And so it was just people. Which, I mean, okay, it's an event. It's an expo. I knew there were going to be a lot of people there. It just, I don't know. I felt like
there's a lot of people.
It was just hard to enjoy some of the places because you had to,
And we went on a Sunday, so I kept hearing, oh, you should have been here yesterday. And I'm like, what? Like, I can't imagine it being not worse, but, like, more packed than this, because already, we're jam-packed. Can you imagine more? Like, then real people really, like, like I said, we come in flocks. We come in flocks, so we need space. But yeah, I think that is maybe a bigger venue. I wonder if they're going to make it an annual thing, semi-annual thing. They haven't really said anything. But I'm glad we went. It's been so long since we've been to, like, in-person stationery planner. I keep calling it a planner thing, but it's stationery. We love stuff. We love writing stuff. So it was fun. Oh, there's one thing I did have a little pet peeve, and it's just my own pet peeve. But the passport. Had I known there was, like, a little store with, like, Bungu merch only, like, start here. I don't know, something. And maybe there was just so many people and so many signs, right? I would have started there, because that was a really cute passport. But by the time I found out about it, like, there was no point, because I had already done all the stamping, That's just my own pet peeve.
Yeah, maybe if, like, when you checked in, they had, like, a little flyer that would show, like, the merch. The expo merch and where you could find it. Yeah. So you knew that existed. Like, we really didn't even know until we were in line for the multi-stamp section. And then we kind of, like, looked over, and that they had a table over there that was on the other side. And we're like, oh, what's that?
And originally I had seen one with, like, a Korean passport thing. But remember, we're at Union Station. So I'm thinking this is the lady's passport. She's going traveling. But then when I started seeing a couple more people with them, or, like, while we were waiting in line, I'm like, there's a stack of them. Wait, what's that? Hold it up. And that's when I realized, I felt like I missed out on the green passport.
It was cute.
It was really cute, but
like,
there was no point in buying.
Yeah, at the end of our day.
When I already had my stamps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what I wanted to say. But thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it sucks that we weren't able to show you guys more live footage. We really wish we could have.
Yeah, we did want to do we just wanted to show more. I don't think it would probably, once we saw how many people there, it was going to be impossible to like go to every vendor and do like a little show and tell, which is what like I had hoped we'd be able to do a little bit. Wasn't going to happen. Yeah. And that's fine because I also, got to be respectful of the other people there too. We don't want to get in their way, trying to film. But
although I also didn't even, like, when we were taking pictures, I wanted to be, I don't know, I felt like, almost like I wasn't allowed to, I was scared to, I'm like, am I allowed to take a picture here, so I wish I could have showed you more live stuff.
Yeah. But they did send out an email saying that if you were going to take pictures, that you had to ask the vendor for permission to take pictures. So that's why we don't have a lot of pictures.
Yeah, because there's no way we were going to get to the vendors with all those people. No way. I didn't even know who the vendor was at the time. I'm like, someone charge me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I had fun. It was a fun day. It was a fun morning.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And it was around planner people and stationery stuff and stickers and washi and all the good stuff.
We were amongst our peoples because we come in flocks. Oh God, it was fun. Just talking about it again, I'm like, oh, that was fun. I really liked our little field trip to Chinatown too. That was cool. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, me too.
So that was our little recap of Bungu LA. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. English is not my first language. Anywho, thank you for joining us once again. And since we want to make it happen, remember what Marie said, we kind of want to go to different stationery stores or like start to visit them and see what they have. So if you have a store you want us to visit, let us know. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And see you on the Instagrams.
All right. Bye.